So Drake lawyers finally respond. I got a video here from the Ville, and we're going to get right into it. Welcome back to PeePodCove. And like the video, share the video. I appreciate it. Let's not waste any time.
UMG had cooked Drake in this motion to dismiss in the lawsuit. Drake, his lawyer, decided to give a response. So if we know UMG asked to dismiss Drake's federal lawsuit, blames him for losing the rap battle to Kendrick Lamar. Says here, lawyers for UMG say that Drake provoked his beef with Kendrick Lamar and should be accepting the loss like the unbothered rap artist he often claims to be. If that ain't ether to you, bro, I don't know what is. UMG was going crazy on Drake, bro. They were doing everything that they could, throwing every argument in the book that we've even talked about multiple times before this even came out. They were giving them everything. They unleashed it. They let them know all gloves are off. They got them really good, bro, with this motion to dismiss, this argument.
Basically, UMG wrote their own diss track. This was Meet the Grams, Meet Euphoria.
That they had made yesterday. And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. After Drake was cooked by UMG in this lawsuit, it looks like we go further down and we realize that Drake's lawyer, Michael J. Gotal, I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly, but it looks like it might be this guy. It looks like he decided to give a response. Says lawyers for UMG go on to defend the label against Drake's claims and improper promotion of Not Like Us. UMG had responded with this motion to dismiss. And then the lawyer decided to respond. In a statement shared with Pitchfork, Michael J. Gotal, Drake's lead attorney, said UMG wants to pretend that this is about a rap battle in order to distract its shareholders, artists, and the public from the simple truth. A greedy company is finally being held responsible for profiting from damages, misinformation that has already resulted in multiple acts of violence. This motion is a desperate ploy by UMG to avoid accountability, but we have every confidence that this case will proceed and continue to uncover UMG's long history of endangering, abusing, and taking advantage of its artists. Now, I don't really agree with the lawyer. Obviously, he's going to try to fight for Drake. He's going to try to milk Drake for some more money, because if you came out with a response like this, bro, and if I was Drake, bro, I would be very upset. What do you mean, shareholders? What are we talking about? What are we talking about, shareholders? Why are we bringing up UMG and the shareholders? Like, what does that have to do with anything, bro? The fact that Drake's lawyer is going to talk about violence is insane, bro, because
it's almost like they try to pull Yoki dope, where they show you one thing and try to get you distracted. Man, y'all know who y'all mess with, man. UMG got the biggest lawyers. They got the toughest. Man, y'all in for a ride if y'all think you're going to try to pull that Aubrey stuff on some UMG lawyers.
No way, shape, or form Drake was ever physically harmed in any of this. And if you're going to talk about the drive-by, bro, you can't control other people's actions, and we don't even know what that stems from. That's the only type of thing that you could label as that, and we don't even know where that came from. We don't even know what happened at Drake's home after that incident. We know that a security guard was in critical condition, but we never found out exactly who was responsible for that and what it was linked to and why it happened in the first place. So you cannot put that on the rap battle. You can't say that that was a chain reaction from the battle when we don't even know the people's intent or who they even are. So the fact that he's trying to say violence when there's no clear sign of Drake even being harmed or any other example given that implies that he was harmed in any way, it's a frivolous argument. It's a frivolous response. And I don't understand why he's saying that UMG wants to make it about the battle when this is all about the battle. He says UMG wants to pretend that this is about a rap battle in order to distract its shareholders. Look, bro, I don't know what the shareholders have to do with anything. Apparently, some shareholders are Valor Group, Vivendi C, Tencent, Preshire Square Capital Management. I don't know what these shareholders have to do with anything. I don't think anybody cares about UMG shareholders. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I'm going to be honest with you, bro. For what it looks like this was all about the rap battle. Drake wouldn't be suing UMG if it wasn't for this rap battle that he started. The thing is that UMG is making this about the rap battle because it is about the rap battle. It's about Not Like Us. How are you going to talk about shareholders when we're talking about a rap battle? This don't make any sense, bro. And I don't know who this lawyer is, bro, but it just feels like, you know, one of those Drewski skits.
Good and bad news. Good news, we got your payment, buddy.
He say look like one of them juicy skits. Here's a bad skit.
Bad news, they gave you life. Sayonara.
Like I said, I don't know why he says the word violence, and I don't know why he says the word shareholders. I don't know what the shareholders for UMG have to do with anything. This is all about the rap battle. This is all about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Like maybe shareholders, maybe money, because Drake is talking about money. But it's like the response that UMG had made. How is this defamation or harassment if Drake is complaining about money and selections and radio play and him not being chosen because Kendrick's going to be chosen and that's him missing out on money? The argument that Drake is making is not even about being hurt, or is not even about being, you know, physically harmed or anything like that. It's about him being upset that he's getting taken off certain selections, song selections for the radio, and he's missing his opportunity. That's what his argument is. It's about money. So maybe them bringing up shareholders is the only thing that I could think of that's related to what Drake is talking about when it talks about like money that he's missing out on, whatever. But yeah, and as far as the violence, bro, the only thing that ever occurred with Drake was the drive-by in Toronto, was over there at his home, but he wasn't harmed. And I believe from the paperwork that we read, the 188 pages, whatever amount of pages it was, they had talked about Drake actually being at the home at the time of that happening. And what's crazier is that we don't know what happened to those people. We don't know what happened to the people that did it. And the security guard that was injured, we don't even know what happened to him. We don't even know his name. They never released his name. Nope. They only said that he was in critical condition and that he ended up becoming in stable condition. There was never no confirmation of the incident and where it originally came from and why it happened. So this lawyer, bro, it just feels like he's just, you know what I mean? Like he's just saying things and seeing if they'll stick. To me personally, my opinion, this motion is a desperate ploy.
It's almost like they just throwing things at the wall and hopefully it stick for real. Because at the end of the day, they never really had any true evidence of anything, but here we are.
By UMG to avoid accountability. It looks like that's something that Drake is doing. I think Drake is suing UMG to avoid accountability for himself. Like he needs to be held accountable and just admit that he lost and that this lawsuit is a big mistake. He needs to be held accountable for that, honestly. But we have every confidence that this case will proceed and continue to uncover UMG's long history of endangering, abusing, and taking advantage of its artists. Drake never cared about other artists and the way that they were treated by the labels. Had he cared about that stuff, he would have said something a long time ago. And I like to bring up the example that's coming to my head right now. Chappelle Roan, when she won a Grammy, she had given a whole speech in front of all these big wigs, in front of all these big executives. She gave a speech talking about giving healthcare to an artist. Now that, in my opinion, is somebody who is coming up, put themselves in a position and use their platform to speak for something for other artists. Drake has never done that. In his 15 years of having success, he has never done any of that. He has never came out and spoke out for other artists. But you know what he has done? You know what's crazy? What Drake has done that UMG had labeled in this document? They had said that Drake, one thing that he did do for artists was sign a petition. He signed a petition for artists and their lyrics not to be taken serious or literal in court documents, in lawsuits, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what Drake confirmed to have done. Sign a petition so that way rappers don't use their lyrics against them. That's what he's done. But now he's wrong because he's doing exactly what he signed a petition for. He's using lyrics from Not Like Us to go against UMG in this lawsuit. Hypocrite. But I'm just going to say it for what it is, bro. This argument that this lawyer has, bro, if I was Drake reading this, bro, I would be so upset. I don't even know what to say to you, Mike. Mike, why do you have this up here? Why are you even saying things like this, Mike? Mike, why? Mike, why, bro? Why are you putting us in a position where, like, bro, they gave you 23 pages. You give them one paragraph with like 4 sentences in it, and all of them, I don't know, man. The way you ended it, but we have every confidence that this case will proceed. So you don't even know if the judge will or will not dismiss this case after receiving the motion to dismiss from UMG, the argument that they just gave them. You're unsure. You say you're confident, but you don't know. You don't know if they'll continue or not. I'm just saying, if I was a lawyer, I would not give them this, bro. This looks crazy. This, honestly, would upset me if I was Drake. But shareholders, all that, I don't know what any of that, like maybe there's something going on with shareholders. But if you're talking about shareholders, like I said, you're talking about money. And if we're talking about money, we're not talking about acts of violence. We're talking about you feeling like you're getting ripped off and you're not getting paid, and you fear that you're not going to get paid anymore as much as you used to. This isn't about you being physically harmed. This isn't about you being hurt. This is about you being salty and not taking accountability and not accepting the L. That's what this is. And I think the lawyer that came out with this type of response, I don't know, man. I don't know. Definitely try to find another lawyer. Definitely try to find.
So basically, the lawyers are trying to pull a okie doke. They're trying to pretend and act like this story is real. Now, you may say Drake lawyers trying to pull a fast one, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure they know they don't have anything. I'm pretty sure they know they're fishing. The fact that he thinks that this case is going to go through, we're going to see, because at the end of the day, it comes down to money. And maybe that's why he's targeting shareholders. Something's not right there. Something's fishy. What may seem abnormal to us could be perfectly fine for them. Now, the fact that UMG went after the rap battle, which all sparked this whole thing, his lawyers still trying to say that it has nothing to do with the rap battle. It has everything to do with the rap battle. If it wasn't for this song and a rap battle, we won't be in court right now. So what are we talking about? You know, I don't see where this is all gonna go. And let me know down in the comments how you feel. Do you think this goes to court? Is there any way this goes to court? Let me know down in the comments what you think about this video. PeePodCove. I'll see y'all in the next one.